Hey guys, Savage Joy here with Real Progress in Action. So it is my first video from being in Iowa. I know it's been kind of slacking because I've been here a week now. Um, but I've been so busy and I'm utterly exhausted. But I wanted to check in and just give you the lowdown of, things that are going on. Um, and just kind of what our ground game is like here in Iowa. So the first week, I have been to 3 campaign offices. I was in 3 campaign offices, 4 cities within the first 3 days. Um, First day I got there was last Thursday. I went to a town hall in a place called Tama, and it was a Bernie town hall, and it was with indigenous peoples. And they shared their story about why they support Bernie and how he has always fought for them, things like that. And I got to meet Bernie again afterwards, and I told him that I am from Pennsylvania and I'm here for 5 weeks to volunteer for him. And his mouth dropped and his eyes widened, and he was just absolutely just very thankful. He was very kind and very sweet. The next day was Friday, and I went to Cedar Rapids. I did some canvassing with my friend Sean. Knocked on some doors. We had some good conversations. A couple of people who Bernie was their second choice, which in Iowa is actually good because you have to get 15% in the caucus to be viable. And what that means is if you don't have at least 15%, you have two choices. You can either leave or you can take the option of going and joining another campaign. So we're finding a lot of Yang and Tulsi supporters who don't think that they'll get 15%, who said that if that's the case, they will come to Bernie. And that's very important because we want them to come to us. Second choice is a good thing for those candidates who aren't going to be viable. So we've been knocking on a lot of doors. Today I did over 100 phone calls since 1. We've been working our asses off, you guys. I've been doing everything from knocking doors, making phone calls, stuff around the office. I mean, you name it. So Saturday, I'm in Davenport right now. I'm staying at this, a woman's, basically a woman from the campaign office got moved to a different campaign office and already had a lease for the place I'm staying in. So she's letting me sublet it for the 5 weeks. It's a really cute place. And so I lucked out that way, and it's right by the campaign office. So I'm in Davenport right now, and Saturday we have 2 buses with 55 people each coming from Chicago who are going to knock doors for us. Afterwards, we are having Bernie and Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib are coming to speak for us in Davenport, which is going to be pretty exciting. So definitely looking forward to that. And then Sunday morning, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib will be at our office. So, I mean, she's a badass. So we're definitely looking forward to this. And of course, seeing Bernie again is always great. So Saturday, what I'm doing is the Davenport office made me canvas captain. And what that entails is I'm going to be assigning people their routes and training them how they should canvas, how to knock doors, what to do if people say they don't like Bernie, or Bernie, can't win, or anything like that, how to address that, how to have a rebuttal, things like that. So I'll be training them on that. Also taking suggestions and kind of speaking to them about maybe what we could do better next time, things like that. So just organizing the canvassing. I'm also going to be a precinct captain on caucus day, which is something I'm treating as a huge honor, because I get to be there and I get to count the votes. I get to be the one who physically counts those people and counts and says, when the Dems are like, no, I count so and so, I get to be like, nope, no, you don't. There's so and so. And I get to hold them accountable. So that's one of my jobs, and I'll be submitting the official results to the campaign. And one of my other jobs will be trying to convince people from candidates who are not viable. Thus, say Tulsi or Steyer or whoever, you should come with us because Medicare for all, or what have you. Greeting people, sending them to the designated Bernie spots, things like that. So I'm training people, I'm going through trainings, I'm doing all kinds of stuff for the campaign, and I gotta say, I mean, I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of work, but it's been incredibly rewarding. It really has. A lot of people have a lot of energy for Bernie. I think we can win Iowa. I don't want to get a big head because we still have a lot of doors to knock and a lot of calls to make. And if we have anyone who is down with phone banking or even coming to Iowa, if you can, I will find you a place. I have a air mattress in this place. I have someone coming from Ohio who will stay with me for the next 3 days. Weekend after, I have someone coming from Washington State who will stay with me for 3 days. Then I have someone coming from Pennsylvania who will stay with me for 4 days. Like, I brought an air mattress because I'm not messing around. Like, it's open. Like, I will always help my burners. So if you can come, we will find you a place. It doesn't even have to be with me in Davenport. And if you can't come, if you can phone bank, it would be a world of help. There are, we're working our butts off, but Iowa's a big state. It's a big deal. People, the world is going to be watching who wins Iowa. It's going to set the precedent for the rest of the primaries, because people who are undecided are going to look at, well, I was undecided, but Bernie won Iowa, so I'm going to go with him, that kind of thing. So it's incredibly important that we turn out well. I'm going to be 100% honest. I am seeing a lot of Buttigieg signs, which worries me. I don't like it. So that makes me nervous. And what's interesting is someone from the Davenport campaign office was saying how they keep seeing a lot of Amy Klobuchar signs, which I kind of thought was like a unicorn, because I've never seen one of her supporters in my life, like ever. But I don't know, apparently she has some. So it's a lot, but we're doing everything we can. we all know this is our last chance. So we got to push it. We have to keep doing this. It's been a week and I'm already exhausted. So there's 4 more weeks. Tomorrow marks 24 more days. So it's 3.5 weeks. That's not a lot of time. It's really not. It sounds like a lot, and it's not. The amount of work we're putting in is, you can't even fathom. We want this bad. It's our last chance. People are dying, and Bernie is a catalyst to helping them. So I will be going live during the rally on Saturday with Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib and Bernie. I can't, the thing about doing this is I'm also going to be volunteering, so it's hard for me. I can't say I'll be able to stream the whole thing, but I will at least, try to get some stuff here and there. And I'll definitely film at our campaign office 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, which will be more intimate, and it'll be just us and Rashida. So that, and then also I wanted to touch on the fact that we got the endorsement of Sunrise Movement, which is huge. Over 75% of the people voted for Bernie. You may think it's very like, yeah, no shit, but the first vote they took was last month, and it was only 11% different from Warren, and that scared the shit out of me, because I'm like, oh, what are they looking at? Because there's one clear choice, but they left it up to the people to vote, which I like, but you don't know who's voting, and you don't know how educated they are, etc. But we won that endorsement, which is freaking enormous. We also won the endorsement of Dream Defenders. If you haven't watched their endorsement video, I've never seen a more beautiful endorsement video. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's a group of African American people in Florida who, as you can tell by the name, it is very inspired by Martin Luther King Jr. And they're just an incredible organization, and their video is just breathtaking. It's gorgeous. So definitely check that out. I did not know that. Thank you. Bernie was 78% and Warren was 12% for Sunrise. Ooh-wee. Oh yeah, speaking of ooh-wee, Friday I met Miss Nina again, and it got very quiet at one point, and I said, "The future vice president," real loud, and she was just, she was like throwing me hard hands, and everyone cheered like crazy. I'm like, I'm not messing around. Burn and turn 2020, please. That would be utopia compared to what we're doing here. But anyway, I am beat. I will, and this time difference is kicking my ass. But I will keep checking in here and there. Thank you all so much for supporting me. I couldn't do it if you guys didn't do a GoFundMe. I literally couldn't do it. So I will keep going for the remainder of the 5 weeks. I'm going to do anything and everything I can. Dude, this is bananas. I never thought I'd do something like this, but I am so freaking proud to be in this fight with everyone else in Iowa, and across the country. Iowa has been good to me thus far. And everyone's very appreciative that I came from PA. So here's some more campaigning for Bernie. Let's win this bitch. Thank you guys. Much love.